What's up guys, I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Thanks for coming back for yet another video. What I've got for you guys today is just a skosh of an update of what my lawn looks like right now, as well as some alternatives that'll also make our soil more efficient so that our plant can utilize the nutrients that are put into it more efficiently. So starting off here, this is the side parkway, and positive being that it's green. However, the detriment is we do have a little bit of thinness over here, and part of that's got to be because we do have some utility buried over here, and same dealio over here, and we do have a little bit of an invasion with clumping fescue. So as far as eliminating the clumping fescue, I'm not going to worry about it right now. As long as it doesn't affect the appearance of this area, once I get it looking nice and green and thick, then I'm just going to leave it, because I like to stay away from chemicals as much as possible. But if it does affect my appearance, I will dig it out, and I probably will fill this area in. But other than that, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to try and be as natural as possible with it. And the same kind of dealio over here, except we don't have a lot of competition, so this area is a little bit more established. You see, when I get down here, we do have some green up starting to happen, which is good because I did rake this out. I have been raking this on the weekends, and because of that, this area is coming in really nicely. See that? We got some green up. However, we do have a little bit of thatch in there, but that's okay. And then we come over here, right up here. This area is just loaded with thatch. It's a little compacted and thin. And then we come over here to the main parkway. Soil is severely compacted over here, and because of that we have no growth happening. And when we come over here, this is actually the area that I did seed well over a year and a half ago, and this area is holding up strong. We have a couple bare spots because of the fact that this soil is a little bit compacted, and the reason the soil over here is compacted and dry is because this area does have a lot of dense competition with these established Bradford pears over here, as I've talked about before. It's kind of a losing battle right now. And then we come over here to the main part of the lawn, and you could see same dealios over there. We have a little bit of thatch, maybe a little bit more. So you can see it's all intermingled in there with the green up, because if I get down here, you can actually see where you can actually see the little blades turning green already. This is all dead recycled thatch from last season, so I got to get all that up. But other than that, we're looking great. And then we come up here where it's a little bit denser, and it's coming in completely. So things are looking really good. But the problem is when I come over here, we take a look at the roots. Let's see if I can get a good one this time. Alright. See that? See, the problem with clay soil is it grabs onto everything. Okay, so this is my roots right now. Okay, so this is what my roots look like right now. They look fairly established, and that's because we've been pushing our lawn with organics like Milorganite, and because of that you can see it does give us some really good results. What I want to do in today's video is I want to show you guys some alternatives that have just came into the market for homeowners that allow us to go the extra mile. And what I mean by that is pushing the roots a little bit deeper than normal. Now the reason I recommend pushing your roots a little bit deeper is because it'll make your lawn more immune to stresses such as disease, drought, heat stress, things like that. When you have a deeper root system, it's able to grow down where the soil is cooler and establish themselves. Also, loosen up that soil that's deeper in the ground so that your lawn can be more resilient to those diseases. But before we get going, I have one task I got to do, and this is actually a really great way to get rid of my seasonal depression, and that is to actually mow this back lawn here. Look at how thick and overgrown it is back here. See that? Literally I could stick my whole hand in here. It's that long, so we got to cut it down. However, when we come over to areas like this, the dark spots are a little bit more intermittent throughout. And the reason that is because during the winter time, when I go to let my dog out and it's cold out, she's of course going to go by the area near the stairs because she's smart. So she'll go right here, she'll get back inside. And that's why this area is so, thick and overloaded with beautiful color, by the way, because she peed over here, and her pee actually fertilized the lawn. And the reason it didn't burn the lawn is because, like I've addressed in a couple videos back, is that when the right amount of urine is on the lawn, it actually fertilizes it, whereas too much will burn the lawn out. And as far as this spot goes right here, this is a compacted area, severely compacted, that's why there's nothing growing here. And the cause of this is when we were building that new deck right there, that's all brand new. We had a lot of debris laying around when we were building the deck. We had a piece of plywood right here, and that plywood probably sat there for a good month or so, and it completely zorched out all the grass that was there. Now, because this soil has been exposed to the sunlight last summer, it's severely compacted, thus nothing is able to grow here. Okay, so for our application, we're going to be putting down a ½ pound of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, because that's what this product here is going to give us. It's a 12-12-12, 12% nitrogen, 12% phosphorus, 12% potassium. So we're going to put it down at 4 pounds per thousand. That's going to give us a ½ pound of everything. Now, I could put this down at a higher rate. In fact, the bag recommends 6.5 pounds per 1,000 square feet for lawns, but I'm not going to do that because my lawn is established. I put nutrients into it last fall that the lawn was able to store itself, that it's actually utilizing a little bit of right now to green up, but no need to, overdo it. I'm going to go ahead and, just let it slowly wake up, do its thing, but I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of a boost to that. I'm not going to overdo it. Alright, our next application is going to be a liquid blanket application. This is really the most fun means of application, but before we get going, we need to do what is called a bucket test. A bucket test is what we use to determine our gallons per minute of output. In a nutshell, all we have to do is figure out how long it takes for our sprayer to output 1 gallon of water. For those of you who don't know, 1 gallon of mix covers 1,000 square feet of lawn area. That's why it's important we perform a bucket test so we know how long it takes us to evenly coat 1,000 square feet. What I've got here is the 36-ounce measuring cup, and what I'm going to do is fill it up to 32 ounces. Reason being, 32 ounces are in a quart and 4 quarts are in a gallon. So what I've come up with was 1 quart of water in 1 minute and 1 second. But to make my math easy, I'm going to go ahead and round down to 1 minute. Therefore, it takes 4 minutes for my sprayer to output 1 gallon of water. Now that we know our gallons per minute, let's do what I like to call a practice spray. The goal is to cover 1,000 square foot of lawn area in the amount of time it takes for our sprayer to output 1 gallon of water. So what I know is that my sprayer puts out 1 gallon in 4 minutes. Now we have to determine how many passes it'll take to evenly cover 1,000 square feet in that time, and then we need to figure out how much time we need to spend on each pass to ensure we are coating the leaves until wet. What I've come up with was 16 passes, and it took 15 seconds on each pass to spray until wet. See, when we get here and we've come fill this lawn area, just notice how wet it is. See, this is what we want. That's why it's very important to make sure that you time it properly and that you measure out your area, because we want to spray till they're wet, and that's exactly what we did. So this is exactly what you want. See those blades in there? It's exactly what we want. Whoa! Now it's time to take things a step further. I'm proud to introduce you to the N-Ext products, manufactured by Greene County Fertilizer, which is not a sponsor of this video. I just happen to really like them because I've heard a lot of positive feedback, and I've also seen a lot of other guys here in the lawn care community trying it and getting good results, so I figured I'd try it myself. One thing I really like about the company is their objective, which is to take fertility practices a step further, and that's exactly what these products do. They take our nitrogen boosts that we implement throughout the year and make them stronger. Alright, now that we got down our first app of Starter Fertilizer, now it's time to take that application and make it stronger. Let's take a look at what we're using and why. The first product I'll be introducing from the line is RGS, which I believe stands for Root Growth Stimulant. The reason I say that is because that's what this product is known for, is its ability to optimize the plant's use of the soil so that it can push deeper roots. In fact, this product is so effective that even the pros use it to reduce their nitrogen inputs throughout the year to cut back on application cost and still maintain high efficacy at lower fertilizing rates. The science behind this product is humic acid. What humic acid does is it makes nutrients more readily available to the plant that we input through fertilizer, as well as nutrients that may have been bound up in your soil for quite some time. This results in the lawn's ability to push deeper roots so that it can develop resilience against summer stresses and disease. The next product we'll be implementing into today's mix is Liquid AIR-8. One thing I like about these products so far is that they all work as they sound. For example, AIR-8, this product aerates the soil and allows the roots to grow deeper. More specifically, this product breaks up and loosens the soil so that more air, water, nutrients can penetrate the soil, resulting in the lawn's ability to push deeper roots. Another cool fact about AIR-8 is that it does contain some potassium. As I've talked about in my last video, potassium is a good all-around element to have in your soil because it builds cell structure in the plant so that it will perform better against stress. Last but not least, we will be implementing some D-thatch into our mix. What this product focuses on is composting thatch as a supplement to mechanically removing it. The science behind this product is that it focuses on composting thatch faster by increasing microbial activity and heat. The more microbial activity and exothermic release of heat that we have, the faster the thatch is able to break down. ounces. When it comes to application rates, RGS can be applied at 3 to 6 ounces per thousand, while D-thatch and AIR-8 have a little bit more leeway. They can be applied at 6 to 9 ounces per thousand. Me, because this is my first time out, I'm going all the way to the top, baby. I'm going to be putting down 6 ounces of RGS, 9 ounces of AIR-8, and 9 ounces of D-thatch on the lawn. As far as application timing goes, all you have to do is use a little bit of logic. AIR-8 and D-thatch, those are spring and fall applications, whereas RGS is a product we want to use year-round to encourage deeper roots.